Morning. This is the video for class 9 physics, and the chapter which we are dealing is work, energy and power. In the first series, in the first lecture, we have studied about the introduction about work, energy and power chapter, the definition of the work and the formula of the work, and the types of the work, that is positive, negative and zero. In this chapter we will study about the energy, and first of all we will start the chapter start the lecture with the topic necessary conditions for work to be done. So we will study with the conditions which are required for a work to be done. So as far as if we talk about the conditions, so there are two necessary conditions for work for which is required for the work to be done. So number one is, we know that work done is equals to, we know the formula of work done is equals to force into displacement. Okay, so one condition which is required, that the force should be act on the object, means if we will not act act any force, or we will not apply any force on the object, then there will be no displacement. So one condition which is required for a work to be done, that is the presence of the external force. Second thing, there should be a displacement in the object, that is the second necessary condition. If suppose we are applying the force on a object and the object is not displacing, so in that condition, according to the definition of the physics, the work is not supposed to be done. Means if I will give you example of a pushing a ball. If you are applying the force on the wall continuously, but the wall is not displacing from its position, so in that case we will keep that example in the statement of the work is not done in that case, because there is no displacement in the wall. So the force into displacement magnitude is equals to 0, hence work done is also equals to 0. So these two are the conditions which are necessary to be satisfied for the work to be done. The next topic which we gonna deal in this video is energy. Now what does this energy, what do you mean by the energy? Energy term means what? The capacity of a body to do work. So in what way we can define it? Is the capacity to do work. In a shortest form, if I will write what is energy, energy is a capacity to do work. The second thing comes for energy is the unit of the energy. What is the SI unit of the energy? Since the capacity to do work is the joule, means it is a type of work only, so the SI unit of the energy is also similar to the work done, that is also joule. But one relation we can see, sometimes we say 5 kilojoule, 7 kilojoule. So always remember 1 kilojoule is equals to 1000 of joules. So this thing you need to keep in your mind when you are doing the numericals. Okay, the next topic comes to us for this video is the forms of the energy, or the various forms of the energy which are available. So basically there are a lot of types of energy present. Suppose if I talk about macroscopic level, so there are potential energies, kinetic energy, heat energy, chemical energy, electrical energy, and as well as light energy also. But in the macroscopic level, there are two energies which are segregated in your syllabus. According to that we will study. One is kinetic energy and the second is potential energy. So if I will talk about kinetic energy first, so what is this kinetic energy is all about? Kinetic energy is basically, it is the energy possessed by a body due to its motion. Means if a body is in the state of motion, if the body is moving, okay, now if a body is in the position of rest, at that time the kinetic energy possessed by the body is 0. But if suppose the body is in the state of motion, so at that time the energy possessed by the body or the object is called as kinetic energy. So kinetic energy increases when the speed of the motion of an object increases. Means one thing we got to know, the kinetic energy is directly proportional to the speed of the object. If the speed increases, the kinetic energy increases. If the speed decreases, the kinetic energy decreases. So kinetic energy is directly proportional to the speed of the object with which the object is moving. Kinetic energy of a body moving with a certain velocity is equal to the work done on it to make it acquire that energy. Means we can define the kinetic energy in another way also, that kinetic energy of a body moving with certain velocity is also equal to kinetic energy is also equal to the work done on it to make it acquire that velocity. Okay, that is also equal to the kinetic energy of that velocity, kinetic energy of that body. So if I talk about what is the formula of this kinetic energy, then the formula of kinetic energy comes to as half mv square. So this is the formula for the kinetic energy. The derivation is included in your syllabus. So in the next video we will do the derivation of the kinetic energy formula, but before that we will study about the potential energy. Now what is this potential energy? Is this the vice versa of the kinetic energy, or it is something else? Potential energy can be defined in terms of means the energy possessed by a body due to its position or shape. Means if an object is at certain position, or the object is having certain shape, size, configuration. So all the energy possessed by a body due to its shape or size, or another name I can give you, that is configuration. So at that time the energy possessed by the body is called as potential energy. And what is the formula? If I will talk about in the gravitational field, means the energy possessed by a body due to the gravitation, means the size and shape acquired by the body due to that. So in that case the gravitational potential energy is termed as in a different way. Okay, so the gravitational potential energy means what? It is the energy possessed by a body due to its position above the ground. If I am talking, or if I take a reference to the ground, in that case our gravitational potential energy comes to as mgh, that is included in your syllabus. Okay, this is the formula for kinetic energy, that is half mv square, and this is the potential energy when we are taking the earth as a reference, that is gravitational potential energy. There are other types of potential energy also, but in your syllabus gravitational potential energy is included. That is why we are using the formula mgh. In the next video we will study about more about the derivation of the kinetic energy and the potential energy. Thank you.